Man, going into this fall 22 season, I had one deer on my mind and one deer only, really, and that was a 6x6. This was a deer, and it's super cool whenever you have a deer like this that you really got a chance to watch grow from a young age. We passed him at 3, didn't hunt him at 4, and then knew that he had the potential to be a super special deer at 5, and sure enough, started getting him back in velvet. Lots of pictures, lots of visual sightings of him, and then just really devoted my whole fall to planning around this particular spot that I felt like I could get a crack at him. And early October, it all come together, man. One of the coolest deer I've ever shot in Missouri, no doubt, anywhere really in this part of the country. And man, just an awesome hunt to finally get it to come together there that first part of bow season. Really hope y'all enjoy watching this hunt and kind of seeing how it unfolded and everything that I put into this deer to finally get a crack at him. Hope y'all are doing well out there. We tried it last night in here, same blind. We've been hunting this 6x6 out of. Just got back from Ohio. We're back in Missouri. Got my buddy Josh with me for good luck tonight, hopefully. And fingers crossed, man, we're going to get it done on the 6x6. I just pulled up my onX Hunt app here on my phone while we're sitting in the blind. It's pretty easy once you look at the map and kind of see how this is set up, why it works the way it does, because we've been hunting it with a northeast wind, but we had a wind switch today to the southwest, so we've been hunting it across the plot. We bounced over here into the blind. We got a perfect wind right in our face, and these deer are bedding about 150, 200 yards to the north of us. There's a big cutover up there, and they're coming out of there, so it should work out perfect. And when you look at it on onX Hunt, it all makes sense and lays out the way that we need it to for the wind, for where they're bedding, and for where the blind is in relation to where they're bedding and hitting the plot. So if they do what they need to do, and if they do what I think they'll do according to the map and onX, we should be in the chips tonight. So many times whenever you have a particular deer like this that you're going to key in on, you kind of place everything, manipulate everything, and kind of spin the whole program right there in that particular spot for a specific deer. And that's exactly what we did on the 6x6. We hung a set of millenniums on the opposite side of the plot so we could hunt this deer on practically any wind, and then down to putting in a Hooyman electric fence system. We held that to the very last minute to make sure that we had a lush, good food plot right there in front of the blind, in front of the tree stand. We hunted this deer for a week with the fence up. There was still a little bit of food left in the plot. He was hitting it hard. I made the executive decision at that point. The food plot had been eaten down pretty bad. I said, I'm gonna drop this fence. I'm gonna try to allow that deer to come in and suck in tight to this blind. And the whole time I'm watching the cameras and I'm noticing the 6x6 is coming in. He's coming in, he's getting earlier and earlier and earlier to finally he daylighted. He's gotta come to the left. I can't shoot him right there, Philly. He's right here tight. I can't get back far enough to the right there. He's gonna have to come left. All right, here we go. Good right there. Smoked him. Smoked him! Smoked him, baby. Good job, boys. Good job, team. I hammered him. You hammered him, dude.
You had to work for him.
Did you see how I was twisted up? I had come in the worst possible spot. Completely different than I thought he would come in. I got my buddy Josh from North Dakota down here setting tonight, Aiden behind the camera. They looked up and thank God they saw him because he come in tight right here to the right. I had to draw over here and move like this, and I was right up against the window. But I hammered him. I mean, smoked him. What's going on? So we got a track job, son. We got hammered the 6x6.
Congrats, dude.
Thanks, man. I'm freaking pumped. I am pumped.
Legitimate?
Smoked.
For sure?
Oh, 100%. Smoked.
How far
Smoke
was it?
City. We went across the creek today. I looked down, and there's like a 30-year-old horseshoe in the creek. I got out of the truck, washed it off. I'm like, I'm putting this in my pack. It's literally, look, it's literally in my pack.
I think that's an Indian horseshoe.
Look at that sucker.
I told you.
Dude, that's a
It
horseshoe
worked.
and a half right
It
there, dude.
worked.
That thing come off of Clydesdale.
I'm telling you, it's staying right in my pack, too. All right, enough jibber jabber. Let's go get it.
Which way do you run?
Look at right here. Look at right here, boys. Look at right here. That joker took it further than I thought he would.
What a freaking drive, dude.
Oh, he's a stud, boy. The 6x6 took his last hoorah tonight. Man, look at that buck, man. I could not be any more pumped to shoot what is probably definitely my best Missouri bow buck, and to do it right here on our home dirt, man. I can't. I'm at a loss of words. I mean, I've always wanted to shoot a typical 6x6. Finally got a chance, man. We passed this deer at 3.5. We had him last year at 4.5, stayed off of him. And then this year at 5.5, we knew he was a deer we wanted to target. And we got him smoked at about 20 yards. And I could not be any more pumped up, man. Have my little brother Cody here. We got the whole crew. His wife Kelsey, they just got married. And we're out here on the farms celebrating the right style. Oh man.